Hey, it's Rick here. And if you've got an iPad mini with Retina and you are looking to put on a case that is going to protect it pretty well from drops, and you don't care too much about, a folio style case, Spigen has their Tough Armor line. That's what you're looking at right here. Now, at the time of this video, you can pick this up for about $27.99. I'll link in the description of the video as to where you can get it. And it comes in about 4 different colors. So this one is smooth black. You can also get it in champagne gold. There's silver and there's metal slate. It all comes in the packing that you see right here. And inside of this packaging, you are going to get simply the case as well as a certificate of authenticity that you see right here. As I pulled the scale into view, I want to talk about weight first. So 0 grams, we're popping it on. We're coming in at about 62 grams. So that's what you're talking about in the weight department. And while you can take this kind of plastic shell off, you really don't need to, because this is a 2-part case. It's got this heavy-duty TPU thermoplastic material to it, and then this harder shell on the back. But again, no reason to take that off. If you've got a screen shield, it's going to work just fine for you. Now, what I will recommend before I pop my iPad into this, notice this back area. It's going to allow you to see your iPad logo, but it's completely open. So if you really want to go for full-on protection, you probably want to pop on a back shield of some sort before you put this in the case. Let's start with our buttons first. You're simply going to align it just like you see me doing here. I find it easy to stand it up on a corner to push the rest of this in place, and then just go all the way around the edge and make sure that this has cinched in everywhere where it's supposed to, as you see me going through and doing this. So, this can be used with the screen shield. I recommend a back shield as well, but this is what it's going to look like. Let me go ahead and put the device to sleep here as it started to go on its own. There we go. You get definitely a lay on the table design all the way around, so face down on a flat surface, you're not going to have to worry about your screen touching, so that's good news. And then as we take a look at everything else, there are your cutouts for your lightning connector as well as your speakers. It is a bit deep, so you may have some compatibility issues with third-party adapters and things like that. This side is completely enclosed. Up along the top, there's your headphone jack. You've got cutouts for both of your mics as well as your camera. Your power button is covered up, as are your volume buttons, and I'll speak to those in just a moment. This is your rotation lock or your mute switch, depending on how you've got it configured. And it's not too bad to get to, so I don't have much of a problem there. And then here is the back side, and you can see some Spigen branding there. And then again, you've got a cutout for your logo. If it were me, again, if I'm getting a case like this, I want full back protection. So I'm going to slap something on back here, so you don't end up with debris getting back there and maybe scratching up your logo. And then, as I mentioned, these buttons are covered, but they're very responsive. So you really don't lose any sort of a feeling when you're pressing these buttons for volume, for your sleep awake, whatever it might be. If you are looking for heavy-duty protection, this is a good way to go, and it's really not that expensive, at least at the time of this video, coming in under $30. It is the Spigen Tough Armor for the iPad mini with Retina display. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, you can feel free to leave them down below. The best way to reach me, however, is on Twitter, and that's @MetaGamers. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.